Welcome to the Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Bryan. Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett now has 6 regular season quarters of play under his belt, and already people seem to be making sweeping conclusions about whether he is or isn't the team's next franchise signal caller that could produce the next Lombardi trophy for the case. I get it. Fans want immediate hope or an immediate reason to be fearful for what the future looks like for their favorite team. That said, I can't yet give an honest outlook about what the future holds for the Steelers with Pickett at quarterback until I see him play more. A lot more. For the sake of giving some instant feedback on Pickett, I will say that several positives were really noticeable on the tape from the big loss to the Bills. I think he showed nice poise in the pocket on several plays for starters. Additionally, I thought he was incredibly accurate with most of his throws, which was one of the several main things that the Steelers said attracted them to Pickett right after they selected him in the draft. Pickett had an adjusted completion percentage of 76% against the Bills, and that's encouraging, all things considered on Sunday. Within that, however, is the fact that Pickett had an intended air yard average of 7.4 yards and a completed air yard average of 5.7 yards. You would like to see the completed air yard average a little higher. That noted, there were a few drops on Sunday, and the raw completed air yard average does not account for those. Pickett was also 2 of 4 on 20-plus air yard passes on Sunday, but I think one of those deep incompletions was a second-half throw to the end zone on what he thought was a free play. Unfortunately, it wasn't a free play. See, you don't get that kind of context in a simple stat line. Did Pickett miss a few chances at some deeper throws past 10 yards on Sunday? Yes, he did. Was that to be expected? Yes, it was. Did the Steelers fail to score any touchdowns on Sunday, and does part of the blame for that go on the quarterback? Yes and yes. Hey, if wide receiver Deontay Johnson would have gotten 2 feet down in the end zone on that one throw, we wouldn't be discussing that topic. He didn't, however. Quite honestly, most of the second half against the Bills is quite hard to judge overall because the Bills were making a concerted effort to not give up a big play and thus let the Steelers back into the game with a throw or two. In closing, I certainly give Pickett a passing grade on Sunday, and I think that's what my general analysis of him comes in at. There were positives and negatives in his play, but I think the former outnumbered the latter. Look, it was Pickett's first NFL start, and it came against a great defense and a great coaching staff. Sure, the Bills were missing a few key players in that contest on defense, but overall, they weren't really missed. It was a blowout game with the Steelers on the wrong side of it. It was over at halftime, but Pickett kept playing as if it wasn't. He showed a lot of moxie in that second half, and you'll find no stat for that. There are now 12 games left in the Steelers' 2022 season, and hopefully Pickett will stay healthy and play in all 12. We need to take it one game at a time with him and then look back at the collective to see how much he has or hasn't progressed. Sunday was an above-the-line first start for Pickett, and now let's see if he can build on that moving forward and starting on Sunday at home against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't get in a hurry to make sweeping outlooks for him just yet. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Kozora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.